Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Give me 1 second. Oh, wow. We have breaking news. This is just horrible. So we have
several gas
airplane
fueled
crashes,
fires
guys.
underground. So
and pieces of the plane scattered all over.
Let me let the people know that we're live, okay?
Cars are on fire. I mean, it looks like a war zone out there.
It does.
It's very chaotic. It's frightening. We don't know the extent of any injuries on the ground right now. We're still trying to get that information. And as we had reported, we believe there were 6 people on that plane when it just took a nosedive out of the sky for reasons we're still trying to figure out.
So a massive response, and there you can see some firefighters. This is as close as our live camera can get. Now we've got Pico crews there, so you're going to have gas and electrical workers there trying to probably shut off all of it in the area just as a precaution to get the fires out. That video up in the top left is from about 45 minutes ago. And at that moment, there was still smoke in the sky. Steve was having a hard time breathing, and a lot of folks in this neighborhood were having a hard time breathing, smelling jet fuel, smelling gas, and obviously several fires burning in scattered areas, just chaos. Exactly what you'd think a terrible plane crash would look like in a very dense area. Unfortunately, that's what we're seeing in Northeast Philly. And we bring in Fred once again to talk about this plane crash, and just a terrible coincidence here, Fred. When you talk about a midair collision and then a plane that virtually just fell out of the sky.
Wow.
All right, so a couple things are coming. So it's funny. So now, you guys can't report on this, but I'm telling you some of the things that I'm saying, which gets back to kind of the speculation that I was saying earlier.
This is a new airplane crash, guys.
There was a LEER 55 that operates as MTS, Medical Transport Services, that was scheduled to depart Northeast Philly, I think for Springfield. I want to say Springfield, Illinois. So if you go to Flightaware.com, you can see scheduled departures from Northeast Philly. And that aircraft, a LEER 55, was scheduled to depart. And so that airplane would have a bunch of jet fuel on it. Some of the, a lot of the aviation rumors are starting to swirl around about an instrumentation loss, which is something we had talked about earlier. Who knows if that is what it was? But with a LEER 55, if that's what the airplane is, I mean, a LEER 55 is a very sophisticated airplane.
Oh my God.
A LEER 55 and a highly trained crew, something kind of went catastrophically wrong.
And so you're saying, based on the FlightAware data that you've looked up, that LEER 55 was taking off Northeast Philly Airport when?
It was scheduled at 6:06 p.m.
And that's
here for a second.
Right, and that shortly thereafter is when this all happened. And Fred, you also talked about, so it would also be completely fueled up, making this crash with fuel everywhere, which people are reporting smelling jet engine fuel. We've seen all these fires.
All right, so let's look and see here. So that airplane may have made. So we have scheduled departures out of Philly. Looking at FlightAware, right? So then there was another one, Canada Regional Jet, going to South Bend, Indiana. That airplane looks like it got where it was going. One of these LEERs looks like it's still up going where it's supposed to.
So for those that are coming in, we have another airplane crash. I guess this one is in Philadelphia, near the Philadelphia Mall. Another one, yes, where 6 are reported to be dead, and it caused like a huge explosion in the area, right? So there's the smell of like jet engine fuel and all that other stuff, in addition to everything that's going on here. So this is a separate small plane crash in the northeast area of Philadelphia near the mall. Okay, so everybody's aware of those that are coming through.
Safe place, and then his reporter instincts kicking in, and he's going to need to sort of tell us what he's seeing, and he'll be joining us in just a moment.
And this all happening shortly after 6 o'clock tonight at Bustleton and Cottman, the Roosevelt Mall. A small plane crashing into Northeast Philadelphia. People seeing a plane taking a nosedive in the sky, and then you see on the left-hand screen there just a huge ball of fire. Emergency crews, by dozens and dozens, all available. Fire,
Look at
police,
they captured
EMS
this,
crews
y'all.
responding to the scene, which has been very chaotic. As we've talked to our Steve Keeley, he's having trouble breathing. He's trying to report the story. Governor Josh Shapiro also making a statement on X saying that he's going to make all available resources available to the city of Philadelphia, offering the mayor, the fire department, the police department, and the Office of Emergency Management any possible help that they could need.
Guys, very small plane. I think they didn't say it's a Cessna, okay? Pretty small little jet plane. And I'm hearing here, at least in the comments, plane possibly hit several buildings and cars in the area. Okay. Police say 2 people were on the plane en route to Missouri on medical assignment. So again, this is a separate airplane crash from what we saw during the week. This is separate.
Particular flight did. It's it's only 3 miles from the airport.
It's a Lear jet. Thank you.
A plane like that can get in just 3 miles and just a few minutes after takeoff is what we're talking about here. And at some point, this plane, which had been reported to be a Lear 55 medical jet with 6 people on board, 2 doctors, 2 pilots, and a patient and a family member, took off around 6:06, and something awful happened after that, and this is basically the result.
Right, and Fred TC talking to us about that this is a very sophisticated aircraft. And it had a highly trained crew on board. So saying that, something like this is hard to explain.
Yeah. This is a new
crazy.
live look on the right side. That's live. It's a gas station here. It looks like Cotman Food Market right there, one of the strip malls in the area. You still see smoke and sort of a haze in the air. Steve Keeley, can you hear us?
All right, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, so you're not going to believe this debris field keeps getting wider. So I parked at the McDonald's, as I told you earlier, Jason, at the Boulevard and Cotman Avenue, which is across the boulevard from the plane crash site. 2 officers tell me here is an air tank from the airplane, and the air tank has a number 10 on it with jet rescue label on it. So I said how it was a medical jet with 2 doctors, 2 pilots, a patient, and a family member, a commander had told me, and that was confirmed by another officer.
Oh my God.
This would be on a medical plane, an air tank, an oxygen tank that is right on the corner where the McDonald's is, across all 12 lanes of Cotman Avenue, and that's how big the debris field is. I just talked to Sergeant Eric Grip. I said, any estimated time of arrival on the police news conference? He says, we might have to keep moving it back because we keep finding stuff from the plane. So I'm standing here with this air tank now that hasn't been roped off yet. And I don't know if it was kicked down here or it's down. It's across all 12 lanes of the boulevard. It may have been hit by vehicles and ended up here. But they keep moving the scene back. They have closed the boulevard. It was not closed right after this when I was on scene. But this air tank is here, and I'll get a picture in so you can see it. And it's just shocking how much they keep finding. Now, it's dark out, it's been raining, and there's been smoke billowing all the time. I just walked 2 miles to get around everything safely to get to where they're going to have the media news conference, which is at a gas station across the 12 lanes of Boulevard. But they keep finding things, so they may move the media back before they start talking. So I'm going to head back over there. I'll get you a picture where this air tank is. It looks like Philly police are coming over.
My goodness.
Just to secure that now. But what an awful scene this is. And still, I have not gotten any information on potential victims on the ground. This was a crowded mall. It was a packed Cotman Avenue waiting for the traffic light at the boulevard. And I know firsthand because I was in it moments before or moments after on both sides. So there's your update. I'm going to go back over the scene. I'll get right back to you. And we expect to hear from, I know Police Commissioner Kevin Bethel just arrived. We'll hear from police and we'll learn what they know at this early juncture still.
This is so off.
Sirens, fire department, ambulance is leaving, and it's also a gruesome scene. I was warned at one point. Everybody was moving me back to be for our safety and other things. It's just awful scene, and the police and the fire department doesn't even know the extent of everything that happened just yet because Cotman Avenue is one of the busiest streets in Philadelphia, along with Roosevelt Boulevard. at the
Oh my
busiest time of day,
God.
evening rush hour on a Friday.
Wait,
All right, Steve Keeley.
hold up. Steeler Princess says, oh my God, they were transporting organs for an emergency services. I think they were on a medical assignment. I don't know what that means exactly. Were they on a patient on board? I don't think that that's the case. We could definitely look into it though. But oh my God, like this is crazy, you guys. So is airplane crashes a thing now? Because literally, like Chico said, it's a day ago we had one. What's going on now? Is there something else going on that we don't know? This is so off, you guys. I don't get it. So, what caused the crash? That's the question that I have.
People on board a medical flight. The governor also saying that the plane crashed about 30 seconds after it took off, leading to this scene that we see here, right near Roosevelt Mall, in the parking lot, into stores, into homes, fire crews trying to put out those fires. And in these two live shots, the one on the right is live. I believe the one on the left is not. But there may very well still be fires burning as crews try to shut off gas lines that are underground that were disturbed by this plane that fell from the sky.
Right. This, if you're just joining us right now, this all happened shortly after 6 o'clock tonight. We're hearing that a LEER 55 with 6 people on board, 2 patients, or I should say 2 doctors, 2 pilots, a patient, and a family member on this plane that just took a nosedive into the street. We're told that Roosevelt Boulevard, from Steve Keeley, is currently closed. He's hearing from top police officials. He's been in the thick of this all night long.
Oh my God.
We're hearing that it is a gruesome scene. He's been warned. It's just awful. We don't know the extent of any injuries on the ground just yet. He is waiting to hear more from police. They're setting up a command center. So we don't know the extent of any potential victims on the ground. But, you know, as you look at this video, you can see the massive response.
Oh my gosh.
The video on the left showing the fire burning after this plane crashed into the ground. And I thought it was interesting, as Steve pointed out, Jason, that where he was at this gas station across 12 lanes of Cottman Avenue, that they found an air tank, an oxygen tank with jet rescue on it, presumably medical equipment that was on that plane that somehow ended up, whether it was hit by a car or that's, you know, flying through the sky, landed in this gas station parking lot.
Yeah, and I think what is just blowing people away is just the idea of the angle that this plane came down. I mean, almost straight from the sky.
Oh my God.
And there are several other videos on social media as well that we will share with you when we can, but that just show different angles of just how this plane fell from the sky 30 seconds after takeoff, reportedly by the governor.
That's crazy.
And then the fireball so bright that even this camera shot on the left from the Ring doorbell and many others, just you lose sight of everything.
Oh man.
That's how quickly and how bright it happened. The debris field, they haven't even been able to.
All right, hold up, y'all.
Cordon it all off.
Just to give some information on the plane. Thank you, Chico. The Lear Jet 55 is a Longhorn, is an American business manufactured by Lear Jet. It's the Lear Jet 50 series was first announced in 1977 Paris Air Show. This is what the plane looks like for those that are wondering. It's kind of like one of those business type of travel, private jets. So clearly they were using it to, you know, for medical purposes. Thank you so much, Last Ronin. I'll definitely pull that. But my question, so it just, everybody saw this thing crash apparently, because it crashed like in a look at this. I mean, you see the video with the smoke and the fire.
And potentially what the pilots were up against.
So here's what I'm doing. I've been piecing together all the data that's coming into our newsroom. So you guys were mentioning how the plane potentially crashed about 30 seconds off of takeoff. So I went to FlightAware and was looking up some of the information that Learjet we were talking about, and the estimates are it only got about a half a mile off the ground. So from that information, we wanted to see, okay, is it icy at that level up in the sky? Because it's pretty mild when you step outside right now. And ice, as it collects on wings, can change pretty much the way a plane is designed to fly, such that it can't maintain its altitude and it comes down because it's just can't handle that extra weight on the wings. From what I see from the weather data, as I was looking in the upper atmosphere, it is not icy right now a half a mile off the ground. You have to go about a mile or more off the ground before you're going to get temperatures below freezing. So from what I can see from the information coming in terms of the max height that the plane got versus what temperatures would be at that level, it does not look like ice is a factor that would have played a role in any whatsoever. But again, we're still waiting to get more information in to confirm those things. But from what I see, it's mild air where the plane made it and temperatures were above freezing. And when I'm looking right now on the live picture of our Philadelphia Skycam city line and just kind of look at the city sky, the clouds are really low. So the plane for sure would have been in visibility that would not have been existent. They would just been in clouds, not able to see. So that's something to keep in mind. But from what you guys were saying, I could just say ice would not have played a factor from the weather data that I'm seeing coming in at the Fox 29 Weather Authority.
You said so much fuel in that jet just after takeoff. It's terrible. Another news says it was headed to Springfield Branson Airport in Missouri. Low clouds at 700 feet, says Run with Scissors. Okay. It has to be mechanical. I mean, the lady, the way she describes it just fell out of the sky. So then this is the source that broke it. Action News 6 video shows multiple fires after small plane crash in northeast, Philadelphia. That is a live coverage right now that they have. So multiple casualties have been reported after a small plane crash in a residential of northeast Philadelphia. It happened near is it Cottman Avenue, Roosevelt Boulevard, just after 6 p.m. Friday. Literally just an hour ago. According to the FAA, a LEER Jet 55 departed Northeast Philadelphia Airport en route to Springfield Branson National Airport in Missouri with 2 people on board when it went down. Police say the plane was on medical assignment. It was just horrific. I was driving down the street coming to Wendy's and I saw a plane basically hit the building and it exploded. The sky lit up and I pulled over basically, and it was just really bad around here, said one witness who described the incident as earthquake-ish. It lit up the whole sky. Look at this. Let's look at this real quick. It looks like a war zone. I don't know how a plane falls from the sky. The sound went to mute, by the way. Look at that. It just...
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. Look at this, you guys. You know, it don't matter. Like, nobody ever prepares you to see something like that whatsoever. So for 39 seconds after takeoff, there was a mechanical issue. You said you saw a video on X on the fireball behind some buildings and crash. I might be able to find it. If you want to tag me on X, Last Ronin, please and thank you. That is so, like, y'all, nobody prepares. Look at this. Like, everybody's freaking out. I mean, I would be freaking out, I'm gonna be honest with you, because nobody prepares you for things like that at all. This is live right now. Hold up. Let me make sure if it's up to date.
Room entrance here, and the way this hospital is built, the way it's set up, you can't really see onto.
Oh, it's buffering, y'all.
And emergency crews may have arrived before we got here. We just don't know that. But again, I can tell you, because I saw it with my own eyes about 10 minutes ago, maybe, we did see an ambulance rush out of the down the hill here and out onto this main road, followed by a police vehicle, possibly headed back to the scene. We don't know where they were going, but certainly seems likely. But they were in a rush. Lights and sirens were activated. This is certainly going to be potentially a long night for some healthcare workers in our area, including here at Jefferson Health, Torresdale. But as we get more information, and we'll continue to try and get that from officials who, of course, are very busy right now trying to navigate this and figure things out just like we are. But as they share info with us, we'll, of course, share it with you. But for now, live here outside Jefferson, Torresdale, Leland Pinder, Channel 6. Back to you.
Okay, Leland, thank you for your perspective and your reporting on what you're hearing and seeing. We can tell you that the Philadelphia Fire Department advising residents to avoid this area of Calvert and Vincent Streets there in that area. Bottom line, you don't need to be in this area right now.
Oh
it is
my
a very
God.
dangerous situation to be in this area. FAA, as you heard Andy McCormick say, issuing that ground stop at Northeast Philadelphia Airport because of the crash of this LEER Jet 55. We also know Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy saying that he is monitoring this crash here in Northeast Philadelphia. We can also tell you that the NTSB, FAA involved in this investigation. Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro saying his team is communicating with local officials and first responders and will be offering all Commonwealth resources as they respond to this plane crash there in Northeast Philadelphia. We want to go back live to Action News reporter Brianna Smith, who is live there at the scene. Brianna, we know you continue to get pushed back from the scene, which is customary as police officers and those first responders do their investigation there. It seems you have someone with you. Tell us what you're hearing, what you're seeing, and who you're talking to.
Yeah, Gary, as you mentioned, we were pushed back so that police could do their job. But right now we have Azul with us, who was actually at the gym at the time of the crash. And he's here to tell us what he heard, what he saw, and just his reaction to the whole thing. So tell us what you saw.
I was at the gym. You know, today was leg day.
Oh my God.
And you just hear everybody say, get down, get down, get down. When everybody say get down, we all get down. But I just see the plane is getting lower and lower and lower. It nipped the house. When it nipped the house, it hit a couple cars. Boom! And to the plaza, and to the Dunkin' Donuts, everywhere. I never seen nothing like that a day in my life. I have never seen nothing like that. You got dead bodies over there, cars burnt up as I showed you from the gym.
What was it like in the moment? What was going through your head?
And it looked like a movie. Like a movie, like, damn, is this really happening? Then you hearing everything blow up, boom. Then you seeing the cars that was just there, they just going up in flames. Like, I think it's an act of war.
Devastating, for sure.
Devastating.
And you saw, tell me, you took some videos. Tell me what you saw.
Yeah, I got some videos I can show you. So basically, like,
the cars and the houses.
The houses, if you look at the houses right now, the house is still on fire because when the plane was coming down, it chipped the house.
Oh my
And by
God.
the explosion being so vast, it exploded, and everything that was around it, it like caught like ricochets of it. If you look, if you can go over there right now. While I'm coming out the gym, you see cars that wasn't even close to the plane. It's caught fire. They're completely done. You can't see. I showed you the pictures. It's messed up, man.
And to see all of
houses
this
on fire. They trying to put it out there. You see kids running out. It's not right, man. And then I don't know if this was purposely done or not. But what I do know, man, you need answers.
Well, and to see all of this activity.
Oh my
we're looking
God.
to learn more about.
Oh
if
my
who was hurt,
God.
How many people? But just to know that this is happening so close to home in your community, you're at.
I live right there.
To know that this is happening in your own backyard. I mean, how are you feeling right now?
To be honest, I don't think nobody's safe. I think everybody needs to protect themselves by any means possible. Like, what can we do? What can we do? If it's happening now, what can we do? Like, we had no control over that. Can't nobody expect that. You cannot see that coming. I'm doing legs, you know. I go to the gym to relieve stress, and you hear the boom, and you see everything, but you just see the plane getting lower and lower. Then yesterday it was the plane. It's like, damn, what's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Tragic for sure. Well, thank you so much for speaking with us, and I'm sorry that you had to see all of that happen right in front of your eyes. And Gray, as we mentioned, you know, we're seeing the aftermath, but there are a lot of people in this area. We mentioned that this is a very busy area. People are traveling through, going shopping, driving, and it happened this evening, you know, people going home. And so people saw this unfold. So I can't even imagine what it was.
Wait. That was falling straight down vertical. Hold up.
perspective from that individual there who witnessed all this. We want to bring in now Action News anchor.
Yo, did you guys see the Ring camera? That Ring camera? There is something crazy going on, y'all. Like that Ring camera right there. That guy, he literally is going outside and then all of that happens. Nothing can prepare you for something like that, y'all. And then I'm hearing somewhere, let me make sure because I don't want to misspeak, but like Twitter's over here saying that people were on fire because of it. Like that's how bad it was. Let me unmute this. Let me find other things, y'all.
We need to speak with different commanders. One of the points that was made is that they are really trying to clear that area and allow the gas company to make sure that they can turn off any of the gas lines that are in that area. That is one of the concerns they are working against as they are on that scene with this explosion. They must take precautions and create a boundary to make sure that first responders are safe as they too try to get closer to the actual devastation.
So many people in shock and disbelief, and we heard the woman there as we watched this video of that explosion as that Lear Jet 55 crashes right there in Northeast Philadelphia, exclaiming, "Oh my God. Oh my God." Let's get you back out now to Action News reporter Annie McCormick. She's outside Northeast Philadelphia Airport where that ground stop is now.
Let me show you guys something else, okay? Because look, I think that this is crazy, y'all. From different angles. Look at this.
Oh shit.
It's like it looks like a bombing. Oh my God. Hold up, y'all. Ring camera. Let me remove myself. Hold up so y'all can see this. That looked like it nosedive. You could even hear the sound. Yo, that is... I have no words.
Yeah, man.
This video. Look at this video.
Yeah, man.
Wait, you said, Rabbit, go back to the news clip that they showed. That news station showed it was already in flames coming down. Which news clip? It's already in flames, right? Did it blow up while it was up there? Hold up. You're right. Like this one right here. This is when it looked like it was already in flames. So it came straight down, y'all. You could see it. Let me remove myself. Y'all can see. That already had flames. You think it might have hit a bird? It's moving so fast, y'all. Hold up. This is so scary. Oh my God. My goodness. This is just more images of that area. And this is video footage of the plane crash in Philadelphia near Roosevelt Mall at Cotman and Boulevard, Northeast Philadelphia. The crash caused a massive explosion. Several homes caught on fire. Look at this video from the ground. It looks like a freaking war zone. It looks like it was in flames before it crashed, you guys. Look, oh shit. Hold up.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! What the hell?
Is this real?
What the hell? What the hell? Oh my God! Oh my God!
It was on fire before impact.
There's a plane, bro! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Oh my God!
Yo.
Oh my God! La ilaha illallah! There's a plane, bro!
Right.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Oh my God! Oh my God! La ilaha illallah! There's a plane, bro!
Yo. If it's coming at you that way, there is nothing you can do. Like, honestly, what can you do? Here, oh my God, they have aerial. This is drone footage above the airplane crash. Look at this area, y'all. Let me see if I can unmute this. There's no sound. It was going fast, but like, that's the thing, is that it was going so fast. And the force that it's coming down, right, Sarah? You can't do anything. Like, look at this. Near the mall, imagine, like, and then everything else caught on fire. You could see that, like, this Ring camera footage right here is, I couldn't believe it. That's just so scary. Oh my God, look, y'all, it already had fire. Let me show you guys this one, okay? You could see it fall. This one has no sound. Look at this. Right there. You could see it right there, y'all. Hold up. See? I'm fast. I'm rewinding it. I think that's how you say that. Just look. Look how it's coming down. The thing, it has fire already. Literally coming down. And it's going fast, fast. Look at that. Oh my God. Imagine being that close. And the gas station is right there. This is a gas station right here. Right? It could have been, right? Something like the oxygen tanks could have exploded because of the altitude. This is just, it's horrible. I mean, look at this. It's like a war zone, y'all.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. A plane just fucking crashed. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. A plane just fucking crashed. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. A plane just fucking crashed.
That's not the thing that you would expect. You wouldn't expect at all something like this. Look at this. What happened? Oh, my God. Hold up,
the
yo.
whole plaza on Common Avenue. Is they okay? Yo! Who's fire? Oh my God, y'all, look at this shit, yo! Yo! Look, y'all. Yo, a plane just crashed on Cottman Ave, y'all. Yo, what the fuck? Look at that. Yo, it just ran into people's houses. Look. Look. A plane just crashed, y'all. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. That's a whole plane right there burning, y'all. What the fuck? A whole plane just crashed into right here. What the fuck? God, yo, that shit just shook the whole plaza. Yo, look at that shit, yo. I swear to God, yo, it's a whole plane right here, yo. A whole plane.
That is just insane. I'm sorry, but I don't even know what. You just never prepared for something like that at all. You're never prepared. So this is the area, give you guys an idea. I guess this whole area where it's blocked off red is where the plane crashed. It's all blocked off. I mean, airplane crash in northeast Philly as I'm driving by, footage by someone else's door cam. Maybe it was the impact. We don't, I mean, other than the this is crazy, y'all. Look, this is beforehand.
Oh my God! Oh my God, that's a plane! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God, that's a plane!
That's crazy, y'all. You see that car speeding away. He's like, hell no, I'm not staying there.
Oh my God, that's a plane!
That is crazy, y'all.
Oh shit.
Oh my God, y'all. It's like I wouldn't be able to be near that vicinity. So somebody took a picture of what the mall looks like, the Roosevelt Mall. These are all the businesses. This is crazy, y'all. I am just okay. They got more interviews. Hold up, y'all. Let's see what this one is.
Crazy fire flame go up to the skies, so everybody was just kind of shocked, trying to figure out what happened. And then people thought it was a tanker, could have like hit over, a gas line could have blew. They didn't know what was.
Is
going
it
on,
raining?
So everybody was trying to figure
Or is
it
it
out. But then you
snowing?
started seeing pieces of like an airplane or like a helicopter or something on the ground as like you're walking straight down the boulevard. So
now, I know we also talked a little bit about the response efforts. How quickly did you see a response from police, fire,
It's ash?
blocking off the streets here?
yeah, Philadelphia police, the Philadelphia Fire Department did a heck of a job. They got there instantly. When I say instantly, I tilt my hat to them. Seriously, I salute to them. They got there
It's
in
ash.
a second. So, and by the time
Is it
3
raining
fire
or is it
trucks literally
snowing? Because
was
look,
flying down as the flames were still
it's
in the
raining.
sky. So their response was quick.
And how are you feeling now that your adrenaline has it calmed down a little bit? Or are you still pumped up?
I'm just upset, like this is tragic to happen in Philadelphia. You know what I mean? Like it's just a plane just crashed and all them innocent people lost their lives and stuff. So for this to just happen again, it's just like it's mind-boggling to me. Seriously, it really is.
Yes, a lot of questions and answers that we still need to find out tonight as we hope to learn more from officials here. Gray, Shari.
Okay, Brianna,
Oh my
the
God.
sentiment just can't be lost on us. It is really
It's
impacting
like the fires everywhere,
people
y'all.
differently because of what just recently happened at the nation's capital.
Yeah.
People are very concerned about their safety, safety of others, as we see these images that are coming in and the devastation, the fires that are everywhere. Some of the video, Gray, I was just speaking with you about it. A couple of commanders sent me some video, and people who had no idea, of course, this was coming, were then impacted by the flames and the explosion that followed. Literally people who were caught on fire while they were caught off guard by this. There is some very disturbing video that is out there. We also know that several people had to be transported to the hospital with burns. We want to go now to Action News reporter Leland Pender, who's at Jefferson Hospital on the ground there. This seems to be for sure one of the hospitals where some of those who were burned or injured tonight, Leland, were transported.
Yeah, sure. This is absolutely tragic. As I've been out here listening to you all in between times and I've been on TV, I've seen some videos, as so many people probably have, and just the impact of that crash and the fireball that followed. You think about all the people, businesses, homes that were around, people maybe in their cars. This is just absolutely tragic. Right now, I'm here outside Jefferson Torresdale Hospital. Activity here has been sporadic. I can tell you, I have seen 3 ambulances, that is, excuse me, someone is behind me yelling. 3 ambulances come through here with their lights on, and then I've also seen some of those contracted ambulance services come through here as well with their lights off. So it's still unclear right now who is being treated here, how many people are being treated here. But I have gotten one report. This is unconfirmed at this time, but one report of a firefighter taken to Jefferson Einstein with trouble breathing. I'm still trying to verify that and confirm it, but I did receive that report. So that's something else we have to think about. There are so many people, regular civilians, citizens, who are impacted by this, who may have been around when this happened. But there's also, as we all know, dozens upon dozens upon dozens of first responders, local police, firefighters, EMS, and certainly as they go in to try and help people and save lives, they are not immune to being hurt or somehow affected or injured themselves. So this is certainly still an ongoing, a very active, developing situation. But again, at this time, again, I'll show you the scene. Activity here at Jefferson Torresdale is sporadic. The entry there to the ER still blocked off by a police officer. He is closely monitoring who is coming in and out of the hospital. Some people being turned away. Every time an ambulance has come in, they've certainly been allowed to get in quickly. But that is the latest for now. I'll continue to try and talk to someone with Jefferson and monitor the situation here. Back to you.
Okay, Leland, thank you so much for that reporting again, folks, as we continue to follow this breaking news coming from Northeast Philadelphia. So much shock and awe right in our backyard there as we watch different pieces of video coming in from social media. You can see how alarmed people were. Some people just going about their day. Sorry, as you said, you saw people walking down the street. A plane comes down and one person, you said a commander or someone sent you, was actually on fire.
A person on fire.
We saw one man who was just, looks like he was leaving his home, saying goodbye, maybe perhaps to his wife. And in the background, you saw that plane come down and then that ball of fire that erupted. He runs back into his home and you can hear his wife screaming, "Oh my God, oh my God." Again, this LEER Jet 55 crashing around 6:30. The FAA saying that it was on its way to a medical assignment in Springfield, Branson, Missouri. Heartbreaking story, shocking story, unbelievable situation in our own backyard, right there in Northeast Philadelphia along Roosevelt Boulevard, Cotman Avenue, heavily traveled area.
Yeah, the thing that is so surprising for is because we don't have to really go through this often. Plane crashes are not common in the United States. And here we are now reporting on our second such plane of devastation in a matter of days. And this is just only heightening the concern and making people feel uncomfortable and just really in a place of disbelief.
Yeah, as we heard some witnesses saying, they saw bodies on the ground. They saw cars on fire. We know at one point we were talking to Brianna Smith, we saw a building on fire, firefighters on top of that building attacking the flames there. We know there are multiple casualties tonight, and now becomes the big questions of how this happened, why did this happen? Goodness. And investigators have a long way to go, of course, as this is all continuing to unfold.
Let's go now to Action News reporter Brianna Smith, who is near the scene of the crash, as close as we can get, because we're trying to, of course, do this safely and within the parameters that police are asking us to do the reporting. Brianna, you have an update?
Well, Shar, we are at Cotman and Roosevelt. Like you mentioned, we are pushed back, working to learn more from police. I did reach out to see when we possibly would be able to get an update, so I am waiting to hear back. But I'm still taking a look at this smoke that's coming from the building. We mentioned it about an hour or so ago. That was behind the Cotman food. Gray also mentioned it, where we saw the firefighters on top of the building. Still wondering where that smoke is coming from and why and how it started. I'm sure first responders responders working hard to get it all under control, but still just very much an active scene here, Shari and Gray. We did see a fire truck leave the scene, but just so many first responders, police officers, just trying to figure out what happened here, assess the area, assess the damage. We've been talking to people who were here when the explosion happened, when they saw the houses, the vehicles go on fire, and just describe what it's like here.
Man.
And, you know, you just think about the people who are on the plane, the people who are on the ground, those who are impacted in the homes nearby. We spoke a lot about this just being a very busy area, especially happening during rush hour. So you just imagine the people who were impacted by this. And, you know, we're working to learn more about those people, about the injuries, those who lost their lives. And you just can't help to think about these families tonight. But yeah, first responders here working hard, trying to make sure that everyone is safe and that things remain under control. But again, so many questions here and waiting to hear from authorities to learn more about the crash tonight. Shari and Gray.
Yeah, Brianna, thanks for your reporting. Just a unbelievable night here.
It's just
reporting just a unbelievable night here in the city of Philadelphia.
Okay. All right. So they're on medical assignment. They get on a plane, and how many people were on board? I heard 2. First I heard 6, then I heard 2. Okay. And they're just trying to go to Missouri. And then all of this happened. I'm so, like, look at the devastation. It's just in those areas. These people just happen to be in that area. This plane hits right there. It was 6, right? There were other people that were literally killed. I would put my money on it, on impact. Look at this. Fire everywhere. I don't know, y'all. It's just so off. And this is the second incident this way this year. And they just collected the black boxes of the other crashes, okay? During the busy time of the week, right? On a Friday, everybody's out in the mall, okay? This is crazy, y'all. Let me.
It was just horrific. It was something. I was just driving down the street and coming out of Wendy's, and I just saw a plane basically just hit the buildings, and just an explosion happened, and I just seen the sky light up, and I pulled over, and basically it was just real bad around here.
How loud was it? Like, did it shake you?
I guess definitely would say it was like minor earthquake-ish. Like, it was just real surprising.
Earthquake-ish.
Definitely minor earthquake-ish.
And talk about, I mean, we've seen
Right.
videos. The fire was pretty explosive.
Oh yeah, yes, it lit up the whole sky. Literally lit up the whole sky like it was daytime out here. And it's literally, what time is it? 7:15.
Were you scared at all? Did you start running or take some steps back? Or did you stop in your tracks?
I was driving, so I was coming out of Wendy's.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a good 4 for 4. Shout out to Wendy's.
And then what did you see after the fact? Were a lot of people kind of in the street taking, a look at what happened?
We saw fire. Yes, there was a lot of people in the street because there's still Roosevelt Boulevard, it's Cotman Avenue. But it was definitely a real. It's horrific. It's definitely a once in a lifetime situation.
This guy.
I hope everybody's safe at least.
There, you were just listening to a witness who described
Just
what he
shouted
heard,
out
what he
Wendy's,
saw,
y'all.
what he felt, describing this as a minor earthquake, saying that this explosion, when that plane went down, lit up the sky like it was daytime. He was shocked in disbelief, sad, and of course, in total shock about what happened right here in Northeast Philadelphia. Certainly something that we randomly see or probably never see.
I mean,
on the streets
honestly,
there
this
in
is
Northeast
so
Philadelphia. There have been planes that have gone down before, helicopters that have gone down before, and we've covered. But this situation here is something that we have not covered something like this before here.
Well, so this Learjet 55 crashing just about 2 hours ago after departing from Northeast Philadelphia Airport.
Let me show you something else.
Get more.
Here we go.
Any idea rough time of when you're going to talk?
Hopefully within 20 minutes.
All right. So within 20 minutes, we're going to hear from Philadelphia police for the first time. You'll probably hear from the police commission, any other people that are here in terms of command for this crash. So that's the story here, right along Roosevelt Boulevard, where you see the outer lanes closed, and they likely will be for a while. They're still bringing in teams. They're still bringing in investigators, and they're still bringing in equipment. And the folks dealing with this are also dealing with some harsh conditions out here with wind, rain, and a whole lot of people up here that they keep moving back as well. Jason, Dawn?
Not an ideal situation at all. Steve, have you talked to anybody who was close to what happened or witnessed it?
Did they contain the fires at least?
Yeah, I mean, I from the moment I got here, and I talked to people that were working in the Roosevelt Mall who had no idea what happened. They just heard the loud bang, saw the large flames, and didn't know if they were in safety or danger. And they were all starting to close up shop. They were worried about their customers, and they were locking the doors and getting out of there before they even needed to be told to get out of there. The problem was there were so many people in that mall, then police, for their own good, telling the people to get back, don't breathe this heavy smoke in, and get out of here. And then there was kind of a traffic jam in there as well, because the mall was crowded, the parking lot was crowded. And like I said, even that McDonald's was crowded. When I parked there was one spot left. And then all the gawkers usually come to see what's going on because they hear plane crash and they want to see what they can see as well. And that's why there were so many people here to begin with. And then so many more people came afterward to try to see what they could. And now I'm looking at Gasworks. I'm looking at Pico Power Company people here. And so many police and so many firefighters here as well. And we got moved so far back, I can't tell you whether all the flames are out or all the fire's out or not. But you would hope by now maybe they do have a handle on it, because the thing I kept hearing as well from officials is that this is not under control by any means.
And earlier, Steve, you showed us that auto zone, and there was some smoke right on the other side of that. Is it
there's the
that
house
that's where the plane crashed?
Yeah, that's where the house that was on fire, and that's coming from, you're looking down Cotman Avenue, right?
Yeah.
So that's where the house was on fire. And as I told you, and the police were like, these are parts of the plane that was across Cotman Avenue in Roosevelt Mall's parking lot. So if that was indeed parts of the plane, I don't know, if you would think the airport's north of here, then you would think, the plane crashed and then careened across Cotman Avenue, and that's why we saw the vehicles on fire, and then the house is on fire, and the gas line on fire. So you would think there was parts on this side of Cotman Avenue, and then maybe careened across Cotman Avenue, or through the Cotman Avenue into the vehicles, and then into that house on the corner as well.
And then if your cameraman can pan over to that McDonald's, that's where you found a tank that you believe was on that crashed plane that flew from somewhere in the Roosevelt Mall parking lot all the way to that McDonald's. And let's show a picture of that tank.
Two police officers.
Go ahead.
Yeah, two police officers. Corporal Jasmine Riley, who I deal with, she and I walked over to that because she says, I'm told there's a tank from the plane. It had a number 10 on it. It had, labeled Jet Medical. And then there you see the diner next to the McDonald's.
Whoa, look at that.
Most of their lights are out. The restaurant.
What is that?
But you see restaurant and diner with the red lights. And we're
Is
told
that a tank?
another tank went over there. I can't confirm that, but I will as soon as I get off the air with you guys.
We are showing your tweet right now, Steve. We are showing that tank that you're describing on the air right now.
Yeah,
that's a tank.
Now shut down, and pretty much every business in the area is closed.
Yeah, and there was other debris in the McDonald's. That's why they're saying, let's clear out this parking lot so we can see the parking lot, because people may have had cars parked there and debris may have been flung under their cars. They were parked there. So they cleared all the cars out of that lot and cleared all the people out of that lot as well.
So as we heard from Sergeant Grip, that we will hear from police in about 20 minutes. I would imagine dignitaries, the mayor will eventually make her way out there. This is my assumption. On a moment like this, it's still chaos. And we're still trying to gauge the amount of injuries on the ground. Oh, we're seeing a shot here now of a burned out car.
Oh my God.
I'm not sure where this is. This might be in the parking lot of the Roosevelt. Is this live on the right? Okay, that's live on the right. So now we're getting an idea of the aftermath in one of these parking lots with the charred out car.
Yeah, so Mark Lavala is our photojournalist out there on the scene. What can you tell us, Mark?
Well, a couple fire department vehicles just moved, and I'm seeing this for the first time now. That is not the parking lot. That is Cottman Ave, just beyond Leonard Street. I don't know if I was calling it Leonard Street earlier. I might have called it Leonard Ave, but it's Leonard Street. There's a Raising Cane's across the street that's on Cottman, and Leonard Street is directly across. Now, I can't see the house that was burning anymore, but after those vehicles moved, you are now looking at, like you said, a burned out car, and
it's crazy. Yo.
I don't even want to guess what's in the middle there, but there's a lot of debris right there.
Yeah.
So that's actually, we're looking at Cottman right now. That's Cottman.
That's Cottman. That is Cottman. Yeah. So Steve Keeley was talking. He was on the other. My shot is facing towards Roosevelt Boulevard. So Steve Keeley, like if you look at that 18, the number 18 fire truck right there, I believe Steve was on the other side of that. And so I'm totally opposite of him. And I am like, this is what's in between us.
Wow. Mark, hold on there for 1 minute because
imagine this.
We just got some information from Jet Rescue Air Ambulance. They released a statement saying that at approximately 6:25, Jet Rescue Air Ambulance experienced a crash. The LEER Jet 55 crashed after takeoff from Philadelphia, and they are saying that there were 4 crew members and 1 passenger, a pediatric patient on board. No further information is available at this time. They go on to say that they cannot confirm any survivors. No names are being released at this time until family members have been notified. It says our immediate concern is for the patient's family, our personnel, their families, and other victims that may have been hurt on the ground. And then it just says more information will be released as it becomes available. And this is coming from Jet Rescue Air Ambulance. This was released just a short time ago from that company.
Back to Mark here, because this is as bad as we've seen.
Yeah, I heard about this, Venus. And Chico actually sent me an article as well about all FTC workers were told to quit their jobs and find better ones or something like that to that extent. I don't know if that necessarily applies to the people that were on the plane or all workers or who exactly happened. I'm confused by that, so I'm going to have to look into that a little bit more, but I appreciate you guys sharing this and letting me know.
Workers, using their phones and taking pictures, probably doing video walks.
I'm sorry, y'all. Can you just like, I'm in shock. Can you imagine, like, even the people that have this captured on their Ring doorbells, cameras, or whatever? You're out in the mall. It's Friday night. People go out on Friday nights. People are out there socializing, and then this happens. Like that is so scary. I don't know.
I mean, what he was seeing, that was also that was where
Gotcha, Chico.
Closer to Roosevelt Boulevard. And I didn't see that earlier. We just started seeing that like about 10 minutes ago. And so right near Leonard Street, it's just a little beyond this is where. So there's the house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And as you had described, a fire vehicle moved out of the way and gave you a clear picture of the devastation on Cottman.
Yeah, there was nothing clear earlier. It was just all cars and a couple big fire trucks just moved, and this is what we're seeing now.
Yeah.
And I don't even. I mean, I just can't even. You can't even describe because I just.
Gotcha.
I don't see people walking through there at all. So.
Yeah.
Normally at these scenes you would just see.
Yeah, thank you, Sylvia. Sylvia sent me a picture of the of like those oxygen tanks and stuff like that, and what they look like.
They'll investigate the cause and try to get
pediatric.
Gather every piece of plane they can possibly get their hands on, and the firefighters who arrived on scene, they probably went car to car, house to house, business to business to try to find anybody in need of medical attention. There's a car there that, I mean, talk about being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Wow.
I mean, the fireball.
I might be able to go out in the street. Sorry, Jason.
You said your husband was out to dinner and they saw something. But here's the deal, and I have to look into this a little bit more. So the federal workers received emails basically say ATC workers basically telling them to quit their jobs or something to that effect. If I'm hearing this correctly, like this is crazy, y'all. Between the healthcare workers to this to that, like what is going on? What is going on?
Imagine anybody in need of medical attention has already received it and has been transported or whatnot. And now it's just, they're kind of walking around in a daze and a shock, it seems.
Right. It looks like a war zone out there.
Exactly. No, and you called it ground zero earlier. It's what it seems like. Because normally at these scenes, you would see people running around and going back and forth. I'm not seeing that at all.
We're a little over 2 hours into this.
Oh my God.
The plane reportedly went down at 6:30 tonight after taking off from Northeast Philadelphia Airport. And so
6.
2 hours in, we're still trying to figure out exactly what caused that plane to just drop from the sky and burst into a fireball.
Dawn, if I can
crash.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
Can I just interrupt you for a second? I don't think we described this earlier, but I'm now looking at the house that was on Leonard Street. Earlier, we did not. I don't know if you had the shot up, but I did see fire crews walking through.
Oh, walking through the house?
Guess they were walking. They were walking through the house earlier. Yes, I don't know if we had that up. That's this house right here, but that is not the case anymore. You know, they're just still.
So a pediatrics doctor.
I mean, it does from our.
It looks like a facade.
Look at this door. Yeah, you look at the door. It looks like that. You know, there might have been flames at the point. I mean, you see the
scorch marks.
That awning there looks like it's burnt up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to the. I'm going to go back to the ground zero. Here we go. Here we go. They're walking through now. You see fire crews, but.
And
again,
these crews have been on the scene for hours in these horrific conditions. It's rainy, it's cold, it's windy.
Oh my God.
And
I mean, you see the car that's burnt up. I'm seeing something in front of the car. I don't know what that is. It could
debris
be from the plane. I can't tell. Can you guys tell what that is?
We can't. I would be shocked if there's not a lot of plane.
Yeah, we don't even want to guess. Yeah,
here.
we don't even want to guess.
Yeah.
You are looking at Cotman Ave and Leonard Street, which is just northwest of the boulevard.
It's all debris.
But basically, it's Cotman between Roosevelt and Bustleton. And that's what you're looking at there. It's just a war zone. It's ground zero, as we're, I guess, calling it. And
right, horrific.
Yeah, and can we show the ring camera of the two people coming into the house again? This really gives you an idea of the ferocity in which this plane, this aircraft.
That's the question: is how do you report 2 people and then you say 6? I don't know. It's like when the Daily Mail reported that they had recovered or rescued 4. You know, I don't know if we're just getting our words mixed up or what. Y'all, like, this is crazy, guys. Then I'm hearing we're firing employees. Then I got a tag over here that federal employees were ordered to remove pronouns on their email signatures by the end of the day. What is going on? I'm gonna need some, like, Greek lady. We gonna need something because I've never wanted gummies more than I wanted them now. At the beginning of this year, I said I might need to really get a regular on the gummies. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to stream while I'm on gummies because like, this is like too much. There's just too much happening. Government entities are not cooperating with each other because ain't no fucking way all this is bad. Like, this don't make no sense. None of this makes any sense. Or we are literally like, is this the apocalypse? What are we doing? Shit's about to get really real in the next however long at this point. I don't know, y'all. This is scary. They keep replaying this. This is so traumatizing to watch. I'm be honest with you. Like, it looks like we've been bombed, you know? Press conference about to start. We're waiting on it too. Let me see if I can pull it, okay?
It's such a heavily populated area that there are many videos, different angles, a lot of Ring doorbell. There's some dash cams as well. And you better believe the NTSB will look at each and every one of them to try to figure out what happened. You just can't help but notice it's almost already
They're going to air it to Northeast Philadelphia.
Right. And it's kind of surreal. And then we see that fireball in the sky, Jason. And then we see multiple fires on the ground, cars on fire, a house on fire.
Everything's on fire.
At a time of the evening when everybody is either headed home from work,
or going
from
out,
school, headed out for the evening. Again, here's this couple coming home and opening the door and just witnessing this disaster right before their eyes.
Yeah, the people on the ground, I can't even imagine what they saw, felt. I mean, just with no warning, suddenly a fireball right on Cotman between Bustleton and the
crazy,
Boulevard.
Man.
And now a firefighter's still there. Obviously they're still trying to make sure that there are no danger of fire. Let's go in now and listen to officials give us their first
Here we
update.
go.
It's Mayor Sherelle Parker along with firefighters.
Let me start by thanking each of you for being here. I want to go through some basic facts about what we know for certain right now. An aircraft went down in the vicinity of Roosevelt Mall on Cotman Avenue. This occurred shortly after 6 p.m. this evening. As of right now, we have no reports on the number of fatalities. So right now, we're just asking for prayers for any and everyone who may have been affected. We do want to note that several dwellings and vehicles were impacted. So what are we asking you to do for us right now, Philadelphia? We're urging you to please stay away from the scene. If you see debris, call 911. Don't touch anything. This is still an active scene under investigation. I'm proud to note that all of our federal and state partners, they are either en route here or on the ground with us right now. We did see some neighbors who live in the surrounding community. Just stay in your home. Again, it's still an active scene and it's under investigation. This is only the first of many briefings, I'm sure, to come on this evening. And of course, when daylight comes, when we have more facts and information to share with you. But I do want to say a special thank you right now, again, to all of our federal and state partners and our amazing first responders right here in the city of Philadelphia. Our fire, our EMS, our police department, they have been here working vigorously to ensure that we get this perimeter and the surrounding area blocked off to ensure that we make public safety and health our number one priority. So we don't have any further information to share at this time. I've spoken to our Governor, Josh Shapiro. He is en route. I've spoken to our U.S. Senator, John Fetterman, other federal officials, and everyone, all hands on deck. That's where we are right now. Thank you so very much, and we'll have more information to report in the near future.
Thank you, Mayor. And that appears to be it. Just, I didn't expect a lot there. It's just so fluid, and there's so many things yet to be determined. So Mayor Sherelle Parker, the main point they're saying, if you come across debris, first of all, stay away from the area.
It's too early.
Don't touch anything. And if you
Too
see
early.
any debris, call 911. So
Oh my
that's
God.
really was the gist of what she had to say early on. She had no information on injuries, fatalities, casualties on the ground. I would have liked to have known.
So we don't have a number of casualties, both on the plane and whoever else was on the ground. Right? She was right there. Said what it was. Didn't mess around. Even media was respectful of that. Let me just say that much. Because typically they'll push back. Oh, no, they weren't having it. They saw the tragedy. I mean, I appreciate that they're allowing her to say what she needs to say. Y'all, I mean, I'm going to stop here, but I'm sure this is a developing story. I'm going to tell you this, y'all. I am really concerned about just this back and back to what is happening here, not having any answers. What is going on? Okay, is it safe to fly? Is it not safe to fly? Because let me tell you something. I mean, the government will tell you one thing, and it just, y'all got to use your discernments when it comes to this, because I don't trust anybody at this point. It is all wild, and I'm not trying to scare people or go on some conspiracy theory. It's just really off. Yeah, and do we know if it was a normal passenger plane or a private plane? I think it was a private jet for a medical transport. And what I've been hearing is it's a pediatric doctor, right? These planes are just, I don't know, y'all. It's off. All right, guys. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Do me a favor. I mean, let me know what y'all think. It's too early to report on anything at this point. Keep the people, Philly, everybody in your prayers over there, because that is just some crazy ass. That's crazy. Okay. First of all, to have that other airplane crash in the Black Hawk with the American Airlines, that's crazy in itself. Now you have this situation. 2025 is batshit crazy, and we are on the 31st of the calendar. I'm scared, y'all. I'm really worried. Okay. That's it. I don't have anything else to say. I'll see you guys tomorrow, maybe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Mm-mm.